What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you about one of my silver stacking rookie mistakes that I have right here in front of me. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also make sure to subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive silver content. And if you want to help support this channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, we got t-shirts and hoodies, a bunch of gear that's raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. And of course we have the brand new DYDSS military tee, which is actually helping raise funds and awareness for Military with PTSD Inc., which is a nonprofit organization actively working to help improve the lives of our veterans. Any and all merch can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But I wanted to talk to you guys about this right here. If you watched the video that I posted yesterday, it was a full video talking about the silver buffalo rounds and why I love them and whether or not there's a possibility of them ever being considered for being a US coin as opposed to a round, you know, throw some face value on it and whatnot. And in the video, I had a couple of silver buffaloes, and some of which were actually in these little airtights right here. And it kind of inspired a video for me. It inspired me to talk about why some of these rounds right here are in airtights and why I have this airtight tube for basic generic secondary market rounds. And the reason for that is because when I first got started stacking, I didn't really know any better. Now granted, it's not really all that big of a deal, and I'll explain that later. But this right here in front of me, this tube, along with these capsules, all collectively cost me about, I think, maybe 12 or 13 bucks. Not really that big of a deal. Almost enough money to get me an ounce of silver. Not quite, but almost there. And when I first got started stacking, this, by the way, these rounds, these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 rounds right here, were my first 12 silver rounds. As I've stated in the past, when I first got started stacking, I was only stacking rounds. No coins, no bars, only rounds. Basic generic secondary market rounds. And I would get the random ones, so I didn't necessarily know what I was getting. I wouldn't purposely order silver buffaloes. I would get random designs from random mints. Never knew what I was going to get. That was the fun part. It was always a surprise. Sometimes I would get some doubles, triples, quadruples. Sometimes I would get something that I've seen and I was like, oh, that'd be cool to have for myself. Sometimes I'd get something that I never even saw in my life before. So it was always fun. And after I got my first, couple ounces of silver, I was looking up ways to store it because I didn't have a safe at the time. I didn't have really any way of storing my silver, but I knew that this is something that I wanted to take seriously. I knew that this was something that I was going to be doing for the long term, and I knew that eventually I was going to have hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands upon thousands of ounces of silver, and I needed a way to store them. So the first thing I did was get one of these, and the reason for that is because I was on this website. I don't know, maybe you've heard of it before. It's called YouTube. And I was looking up, ways of storing smaller amount of silver. I knew that a big, giant, bulky safe could store a ridiculous amount of silver, but I wanted something to, keep it a little bit more organized once I opened up the safe. And I didn't have very much silver in the first place, so I didn't want to get a safe just yet. I've since gotten 2. And the reason I went with this is because I was watching some videos and some people were talking about these airtights, and they were talking about how it can protect the face of the coin or the round from the moisture in the air. It can help prevent, tarnish or discoloration. It's water resistant, and it could just prevent whatever is in the atmosphere from touching the face of the coin, the rounds, or the bars. And it was recommended in a video. And at the time, I didn't even really understand or know the difference between a coin and a round. I didn't know what the difference was. I didn't know that there was even a difference. In fact, I was calling these right here coins. This right here, I would say that this was a silver coin. I didn't know the difference. It was my first couple weeks of stacking, and I ended up getting one of these because I was like, okay, it's a way of keeping everything organized. It's a way of, helping protect the face of the rounds. It can help, you know, keep my silver in a good condition, which is exactly what it's for. And these things are absolutely fantastic. But when it comes to rounds, basic generic secondary market rounds, which oftentimes arrive slightly discolored or tarnished anyway, it's completely unnecessary. Now, when I say it was a rookie mistake, it was more so an unnecessary purchase. Some people might look at this and be like, "Oh my god, that's such a waste of money." And in my head, it was $12. It's not really a waste of money. It's, you know, it's not like I spent, you know, $300 on something that I absolutely didn't need. I mean, it's really not that big of a deal. So yes, I do classify it as a rookie mistake, but I also classify it as no big deal at all. And ever since I learned about that, and I was like, okay, well, that was $12, $13 that I didn't necessarily need to spend. I still want a way of keeping the inside of my safe organized. I still want a way of, you know, holding rounds. So I discovered these right here. These are coin-safe medallion tubes. It's about twice as small, or half the size, but it holds exactly the same amount of silver. This thing is packed up 20 rounds. Except they're not in these little airtight capsules. These airtight capsules add about double the bulk to the rounds. Hence why, when you put them all in capsules and put them all in here, this thing would hold 20 silver rounds in airtight capsules. This thing holds 20 silver rounds, not in airtight capsules. So this is what I went with. This is a good way of storing rounds. I personally no longer really stack rounds at all anymore, but if and when I ever choose to again, I'm going to be putting them in here. I got, you know, quite a few of these, and they're really good. They do the trick. They do exactly what I needed to be done. They hold the silver, which is why I got this in the first place. I just didn't understand at the time that it was an unnecessary purchase. And by the way, like I said, this was about $12, $13. This was, I think I got a 10-pack for, I don't know, maybe like $12, give or take. So approximately $1 for this tube right here, as opposed to $12 for this right here, along with these little airtight capsules. So that's exactly what I want to talk about today. It was just a little bit of a rookie mistake I made, I think, during my first month or my first 2 months of stacking silver. Not to say that it was a complete and total waste of money, it was just more of an unnecessary purchase, and I found a better, smarter, more cost-effective way of storing my silver. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe for new videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also, make sure to subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive silver content. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support this channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. We got t-shirts and hoodies, a bunch of gear that's raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, along with the brand new DYDSS military tee, which is available in 4 different colors, and it's being sold to help raise funds and awareness for Military with PTSD Inc., which is a non-profit organization actively working to help improve the lives of our veterans. Any and all merch can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments, what was a rookie mistake that you made when you first got started stacking silver? Let me know in the comment section down below. Did you get yourself airtights for basic generic secondary market silver rounds? Did you spend too high of a premium on a coin, a round, a bar because you didn't know any better? Believe me, I've done that as well. Maybe I'll make a video about that if you guys want. Let me know anything and everything related to rookie mistakes and stacking silver, how you got started stacking silver, and also what was your first piece of silver? Was it a coin, a round, a bar? Feel free to be as specific as possible. My very first one was this right here, which I will absolutely make a video about. I'm not going to show you that right now, but maybe in a future video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.